Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully everybody's having a great and wonderful Sunday. We're out enjoying this nice weather at the beach. Me, Maya, Joshua and Matthew. Getting some sunlight. Beautiful afternoon at the beach. So what are y'all doing today? How was your Sunday so far? What did you eat today? Hello Betty. Betty, how you doing? Stephanie, how's everything going? So we're outside doing what's called grounding. We're not just sitting at the beach, but we're actually outside grounding. And grounding is, so I got my feet buried in the sand, in the dirt. I see some people that come to the beach, they keep their shoes on. They don't understand or realize that by walking barefoot on the beach, on the grass, on sand, you get a lot of benefits for the health, for your body. One of the best things you can do ever for your body is called grounding or earthing. So there's a charge that comes from the earth that helps the body heal itself naturally. So the more you make contact with the earth, the better or more your body starts to heal. So this is something I do every single day. And I highly recommend that everyone else do this every single day also. Whether you understand it or not doesn't really matter. Just do it and research it while you're doing it. It's been proven by science, documented, peer-reviewed studies published for almost the last 30 years by science. There's tremendous benefits from grounding. So whether you got grass in your front yard, grass in your backyard, or if you live near a beach, maybe you live on a beach, go out there every single day for at least 45 minutes. And I say 45 minutes because if you're taking medication, for example, if you're taking blood thinners, when you ground or connect with the earth for at least 45 minutes, your blood naturally thins. So you can literally get off the blood thinners. And if you go even longer than that, hour and a half, and there's many other benefits your body has as well. It stabilizes your heartbeat. If you got a fast heartbeat, it slows it down, it stabilizes it, lowers blood pressure, helps lower blood sugar. It actually boosts your metabolism and helps you balance out your body weight, right? So the longer you maintain contact with the earth, it also knocks out chronic aches and pains. So there's tremendous benefits to just grounding every single day. The more you do it, the better, right? You sleep better at night. I've mentioned this to different people who've had issues with sleeping. They would have like 2 hours to 3 hours of sleep and wake back up, right? 2 hours again and wake back up. By grounding, within the very first week, they're now getting 7 to 8 hours of unbroken sleep, right? So it has tremendous benefits for your body. So this is something you want to do every single day. Don't miss it. But even if you miss a day, it has residual effects, which means that you benefit from the last grounding sessions that you've been doing. It has a carryover effect on the body. But you want to have a constant connection with the earth, because if you're not connecting to the earth, you're disconnected, right? You're what's called a closed circuit. I don't care how many green smoothies you drink, how great your diet is, what type of physical condition you're in. If you're not grounding, you're what's called a closed circuit, which means you're keeping a lot of negative energy trapped inside the body. But once you start to connect to the earth, you discharge the negative energy and reap tremendous benefits. Matthew, stop throwing dirt. Don't throw dirt. You get sand in people's eyes. Don't do that. Right? So you discharge all that negative energy and get massive benefits. Right? So grounding is something that's fundamental and should be done every single day, as often as you possibly can. All right, so that's what we're talking about today, the grounding aspect of the benefit of grounding. why you should ground every single day, why you want to ground every single day, and get enough sunlight also. Right? One reason why people have kidney problems, or the kidney problems progress, is because they're not getting enough natural sunlight. Direct sunlight creates vitamin D3 in your blood. Right? So to improve your kidney function, you have kidney disease or kidney issues, by getting at least 30 minutes of direct sunlight. And I say 30 minutes because years past, science says you need at least 15 minutes direct sunlight, but that's for people who are fair skinned. If you're light skinned, if you're Caucasian, then 15 minutes of sunlight, direct sunlight, is enough for you. But if you're dark skinned, right, a person of color, you need more sunlight because we have a natural sunscreen which is called melanin, right? So when you dark skin, it takes a longer direct contact to create that vitamin D3 in your blood. So you need at least 30 minutes direct sunlight to create vitamin D3. That vitamin D3 also disrupts viral infections. If you have the flu, if you have a cold, if you have any type of viral infection, vitamin D3 shortens the lifespan of that virus, and it can also prevent it. See, many people who've had COVID, for example, right? What studies have shown, everyone who had COVID and got sick because of COVID, they had very low vitamin D3. So by increasing the vitamin D3 levels, you can help prevent in a lot of ways all these viral infections. So go outside, get direct sunlight, vitamin D3, and do it, especially now because spring is here, summer's right around the corner. If you live in Florida, you need to be getting some direct sunlight. Stop trying to avoid the sun, get out of the sun. That's the problem with a lot of people right now. They want to avoid stuff that's naturally beneficial for them. So get direct sunlight, right? Go outside, take your socks and shoes off. Go ground, put your feet in the dirt, put your feet in the grass. Do it as often, every day, as much as you possibly can, right? Committing to yourself. That's showing yourself love. That's true self-love. By taking care of the physical, not the external appearances, right? I'm not talking about your weave and your wigs and your fingernails and your pedicure and manicures and makeup and all that stuff, right? Even corpses look good in the casket, right? Corpses look good, but you're more than just a corpse. You got to take care of the internal. By taking care of the internal, you want to eat healthy, water-rich fruits and vegetables. You're going to drink alkaline water or electrical water, right? You're going to take a key lime and spritz it in some water, make it electrical. Start your morning off at least 30 minutes before breakfast by drinking that type of water. And then after that, you can do some cold-pressed celery juice. Or maybe you like watermelon juice. Doesn't matter, just eat something that's alive, living, that's truly beneficial for you because you are a living organism. So it just makes sense to give your body foods that are living. That way your body will recognize these foods for what they are, and they'll easily be able to convert it into energy to help you heal, to help you reverse illnesses and diseases. See, let me share this with you. There's a lot of diseases out there. There's a lot of diseases. Some you know, some you never heard of, but you never get sick. You just lose electrical charge. Every cell in the body needs three things. It needs electricity, it needs oxygen, and it needs water. Water is the medium that allows the electrical currents and the oxygen to travel through your body. So when your cells are dehydrated, your body becomes diseased, right? It's diseased because it doesn't have a lot of current, it definitely doesn't have any water, and because it doesn't have water, which is the medium that allows electrical current and oxygen to flow through that cell, the cell becomes diseased. It has a domino effect. It affects the entire body. Now you're sick. Now you're on different types of medication, or going through therapies like chemotherapy or radiation treatment, or end up on dialysis. While the doctor is treating these symptoms, it all branches from the same thing. See, the cell, your cell, is the standard, the premium standard of you, who you are. But within those cells are atoms, and within those atoms are subatomic particles, right? And those subatomic particles are protons, neutrons, and electrons, right? And within that is just energy and information. your body at the core is just energy and information. That's all it is. And within that information is consciousness, right? That's the God inside of all of us. So I'm going to say this backwards, and then you understand where I'm coming from. There's consciousness, there's information, there's energy, and there's matter. So consciousness is at the beginning, at the core of every one of us. And then within that consciousness is information. That's the information that tells your cells how to do, what to perform. Within that information, the information is simply energy. And the energy is matter. Matter is your body. Matter is the physical that you see every single day. That's who you are. That's what makes you up. Science says that at the subatomic level, atoms are 99.9999% just empty space. Empty space, that's proven by science. So within that space is simply consciousness. Your mind, and people get this mixed up sometimes, you have a brain, your brain is simply an organ, right? It's like a mainframe computer. But your mind, which is your consciousness, is in every cell in your body. Every cell in your body has consciousness. That's why your emotions, your thoughts can directly impact every cell in your body. If you feel stressed, every cell in the body is going to become stressed. Your cortisol level is going to increase. Everything's going to tighten up. When you feel happy, every cell in your body is able to relax. And you experience joy. And your stress levels plummet. So you directly influence every cell in your body down to the atomic level. God said, let's make man in our image and in our likeness. So he gave you authority over this. Right? You have an authority, a God power within you. And God allowed you to speak things that's already in existence, right? Because everything that's ever going to exist already is, right? Nothing else new is going to be created. Nothing's new. There's nothing new under the sun. So you can speak things within things that are already existent to impact your life, impact your health. You can think a certain way and you can get healthier. You can think a certain way, you can get sick, right? So emotional content, how you feel, impacts your physical health and well-being directly. You can talk yourself healthy, just like David. David said, I encourage myself in the Lord, right? When nobody else is around to encourage you, you have to speak life over yourself. Speak positive things over yourself. And reject anything else that anybody says to you that's not true of you, that you don't want to accept. You have the power to reject that. Right? Your words are powerful. Your words shape your life. Your thoughts impact your health. So you don't have to take the doctor's word as the last will and testament. You don't have to take the doctor's word saying, this is the best it's ever going to be. This is all you're going to have. Right? You don't have to take that and follow that suit. If you accept it, now that becomes your new belief. And beliefs rule the world. Beliefs rule your life. Your beliefs, everything you believe right now, rules your life. Look around you. That's a result of your belief system. So you can change your beliefs, and you don't have to believe what the doctor says. You can change that and speak against it. And you can empower yourself, encourage yourself, and come out of that. Come out of Egypt. Come out of that mental bondage and get your life back. So dedicate time every single day. Make it a daily ritual to invest in your health, to invest in your well-being. Because the only person who has your best interest at heart outside of God is you. You can't depend on mama, can't depend on daddy, can't depend on your children. God put you in this body, right? There's only one of you in the entire world. You're the only person with your fingerprint. He didn't make two of you, there's no clones. You're the only individual. It's up to you to maintain this. He put you in control of this. So what you eat, what you drink, what you think, what you feel, what you allow in your life impacts everything inside your body. You're the commander-in-chief of this. Outside of God, you're the commander-in-chief of this. So every decision you make is impactful. What decisions are you making right now? What decisions have you made today? What did you eat today? What did you drink today? How does that impact your health? Do you know? Did you really take time to sit down and consider how this food is going to impact your health? Or did you just eat it because somebody put it there? Did you just eat it because you were invited to the table? See, many people have no idea how the food they eat every single day impact their health. They don't research it, but they eat it and become impacted by it. See, food is simply information that tells your body what to do. That's all it is. This is the mainframe computer, and food is simply information that tells your cells what to do. But most of us don't understand or don't realize how this food is going to impact our body. We just eat it because it tastes good, it smells good, it looks good. My mama made it, my grandma made it, my wife made it, my husband made it, my children made it, right? And I love it. And you have no idea that you're investing in your own demise. You are literally taking yourself out. You are literally committing suicide without realizing. The most deadliest weapon that mankind has access to on a daily basis is on that plate he puts in front of him every single day. Making a decision to eat what's in front of him without having the knowledge of understanding how it's going to impact his body. Food is the most powerful medicine. Food is the most powerful medicine in the world. It has the power to heal the body, and it has the power to kill the body. It's more powerful than any pharmaceutical drug. And most people go around without realizing that as a natural fact. So if you want to heal your body, if you want to get off of medication, if you want to get your life back, if you're sick and tired of being in the same situation, asking people to pray for you, to pray for your health, right? Looking for a miracle, God's already put the blessings in front of you. God created the garden before he created man. Let me say that one more time. God created the garden before he created man. And after he created the garden, and after he created man, he put man into the garden to maintain it. And that garden was Genesis 1st chapter, 29th verse. Every tree that bears seed and fruit that bears seed within itself, for you it shall be food. That was man's original diet. That was in the Genesis, the very beginning. And God said, I change not. The Bible says God says he changes not. So just because he allowed us to eat meats, which is happening in Genesis 9th chapter, 1st to the 5th verse, he said, I change not. So if you go all the way to the book of Revelations, you see that God is bringing the Genesis back to Revelations, bringing the Revelations back to Genesis. Where in the beginning, we were eating plants, fruits. We were plant-based people. You see that in the book of Revelation, where he brings all that back to a piece of coming back to the earth. God's original plan was for us to dominate the planet, right? People have this misconception, when they die, they go into heaven. Only 144,000 people are going to be with God, but God said he's going to bring the New Jerusalem down to earth. That's in Revelations. He said he's going to bring the New Jerusalem down to the earth so he can inhabit the earth with his people. So he put us in the beginning where he wanted us to be in the first place, earth. That's why they call us earthlings. We are masters and rulers of the earth, given dominion over the earth by God. So he's going to bring the original back. And people say, Kenneth, well, God allows us to eat meat. It's in the book of Leviticus. Yes, it is. But again, you look at Genesis 9th chapter, 1st to the 5th verse. I'm going to paraphrase. God said, you know what, Noah? Now that you're no longer a perfect human being, that man has fallen from grace, I'm no longer going to keep you bound to the original diet, to the perfect diet. Now I'm going to turn the animals into your hands, and they are going to be afraid of you because now you're going to be eating them too. So then he set food guidelines for his people, the Israelites, in Leviticus. Certain animals that are clean, certain animals that are unclean. And then the Gentiles, the people who weren't directly Israelites, got grandfather or father into one with God's people. But we were never ever meant to eat the forbidden food, which was meat. I know that hits people like a ton of bricks. He allowed us to do it, but let me share this with you. If Adam and Eve never violated, never ate of the forbidden, never broke laws, went against God's commandment, and Jesus appeared back then at that time, Jesus would have been vegan too, a plant-based too. He would have never eaten fish. He only eats fish when he was born and came into the earth. He only started eating fish because God allowed meat to be eaten. He now then at that time allowed man to eat meat. And I'm not saying everybody go vegan, everybody go plant-based, but I'm giving you information so you can make a better decision. When you start adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet, and even science says this. See, everything I say is backed by science. It's backed by the Bible, and it's backed by science. Science says the best diet overall for longevity is a plant-based diet. Right? For longevity, the best diet overall for longevity is a plant-based diet. Right? So that's going to lengthen the life of a human being. So that's the overall diet, the best diet for man. So when you add more fruits and vegetables to your diet, then you slow down the aging process proven by science. You can help regenerate organs and tissues that aren't once quote-unquote thought to be irreversible. That's backed by science. So when you start doing that, adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet, everything changes. Everything changes. So with that said, I want to thank you all for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Right, we're out here at the beach, getting some sunshine and grounding. Get some sunshine. Get some light. Put your feet in the dirt. Take a few deep breaths of air. Go for a walk. Go for a jog. Right? Do something to invigorate your body to make yourself feel alive. That's how you win. That's how you get your life back. That's how you stay joyful and fruitful. Do something every single day, and I guarantee you, all you do is win. So I want to thank you all for watching. Have a blessed day. Keep winning.